Hi guys, welcome parents and grandparents. I have a March message for you today, almost the end of March, but we are almost at Easter. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this holiday, this very special spiritual holiday. I want to challenge you to make this Easter a very spiritual experience for your children, even more so than Christmas was. Well, how do you do that? Well, one way is you can invest a little bit of money in the spiritual aspect of this by getting some good books to read with your children. The story of Easter and What is Easter? These two I found at Walmart, and they actually tell the real story of Easter through the death of Jesus and the resurrection. And so those were real finds for me. I also like to use the resurrection eggs. Some of you have seen these before. They're a really good way to show children about Easter where they can get their hands on something to look at. The different aspects of Easter. The cup that Jesus used at the Last Supper, which was right before the Easter time. So every one of these has a special thing in it that helps you to tell the story of that special time. So this is a good thing to invest in. You can order it online. You could go to Mardel's and get these. Those are great things, but don't forget to go to the Bible. The story of Easter is in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Now, some of you might have questions about how much do I really need to tell my children or my grandchildren about the specifics of how Jesus died, the awful crucifixion that he underwent. That's a good question, because we certainly don't want our young ones to have bad dreams. And one way to really think about this is to do it based on their questions. Read God's word to them about it, but don't go into detail on your own unless they have questions about it. Let their questions guide you in how to explain to them the death and resurrection of Jesus. And make sure to focus on the resurrection. This time of year at Easter is also a time when we think about new life. We do things like the bird eggs and the bunny rabbits, the baby bunny rabbits, and talk about eggs. All of those things can be used in a spiritual way to talk about how life comes from death and about how Jesus makes things new. Even an egg, when you cracked an egg, you would have the new life of the baby chicken coming out if it was a real one. And so take those opportunities to talk about Christ with your child. Spend much time with that in the next few days, and then you're going to be making this Easter a very special spiritual time for you and your children. Talk to you later.